She's an actor, producer, television personality, entrepreneur, television presenter, medical doctor, and a philanthropist. She came to the limelight with an intriguing role as Lovette in the television series Lucky Wives. She's won several awards. Welcome with us in Kiruka, Kiki Omeili.
Hi. Good morning, guys. I was wondering, am I the one they are describing like that?
You can call us on 070-806-68014. You can also tweet to us at TVC Connect with hashtag YoviTVC so you can read your tweets. Before you go into your career, what you're doing, what everything, what are those things that make you insecure, especially as an actor? Because your colleagues are out there, many of them, they do a lifestyle.
Don't tell her what. But you know the funny thing about it, you guys will not believe it. What? Okay, just like you, I had parents that actually made me very confident, you know, so I stand tall, I'm very confident in who I am. But you know, surprisingly, the thing I think I'm insecure about is I have this scar on my face.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, yes, I have this scar on my face, and I feel like it's so visible.
What?
But a lot of people, exactly. A lot of people don't even see. They're like, some people that have known me for 5 years now see me one day and be like, you have a scar, and I'm like,
so
yeah. Like, how could you not notice that? So it's funny about insecurities. Like, they are amplified to us, but not
in relationships. What are those things that gets you ticked off when your partner does something and like you feel like, oh my goodness, am I enough in this relationship?
Just like her, I always feel like I'm too much. I think we have a lot in common.
You do?
Yeah. So like when somebody's misbehaving, I'm looking like, like, do you know who you are even dealing with? Like, see me now, like, are you serious?
I like that.
Yeah,
I love it.
Yeah, I don't ever feel like, am I enough? No, no. So yeah, I have my parents to thank for that. I don't ever feel that way. No.
So I think the solution to this problem really is to ensure that parents.
Oh,
yeah. Go back to parenting. Giving your children the confidence to make them.
Yes, because I meet so many people, grown people, who are very beautiful, extremely beautiful, but because of the kind of like, should I say, foundation that they had, they don't think very highly of themselves.
You know that I didn't believe you were that confident in relationship just because I saw a movie. That you know the way you interpreted this character, Omoye. You had to have suffered some form of insecurity for you to stick to a guy like that.
See, the wonderful thing about being an actor, you draw from people's experiences. When you know people, you hear the things they go through, you even see. So those things help you to interpret the character. In that movie you're talking about, Omoye, those are the things that happen. People get very upset when they watch it. People called me and say, you know what, I wanted to enter that TV and slap you. With you, you know, wake up. But guess what? That's exactly what's going on with a lot of women. It's ridiculous, but that's the truth.
But it means you act so well because a lot of people actually think like it was your reality one way or the other. And I've seen you do many other things. But how has your ability to enter into different roles, how has it affected you personally? Because people find it difficult to move out. They find it difficult to be themselves.
How did you continue being natural after Lovette?
I continue being natural because I'm natural. You know, I'm not Lovette. Lovette is who she is, and I am who I am. But how has it affected me? Many people don't know how to draw the line between the character, and so a lot of people see you. In fact, I remember some years ago, I came here and you said to me, because I was playing this role on Behind the Smile, this very troublesome, you know. So you looked at me, you said, you're that troublesome lady in that TV series. So some people think you're like that in real life. I have a couple of people who have avoided me initially.
Oh, my God.
You know, they observe you from a distance and they're like, oh, you're not like that. And I'm like, of course I'm not like that. It was just a character.
Let's talk about Lucky Wives. I mean, like, I know your character there, obviously. A lot of people always have this, they aspire to be a lucky wife, but they don't realize that the rich also cry.
The rich also cry.
Have you in your work experience of seeing people who have actually experienced the lives Lovette and her friends, her colleagues live? What have you heard and what have you seen?
Yes, now I mean in this social media day and age, everybody wants to slay, everybody wants this. So of course a lot of people are fake, and social media cannot differentiate. If I should go and take a picture beside one big guy and I say it's my own, how is anybody going to know I should borrow clothes or borrow shoes? So we see it every day, not just in the industry, but generally.
You know, I didn't know from the beginning that Lucky Wives was scripted.
Oh my God.
Yes, yes. So I thought it was a reality show, and I was thinking how bold you women were, you know, to do that. What do you think? Would you do a reality show?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Yeah, I think that it's necessary to maintain some kind of mystery. in your life. And I think that a reality show just puts everything out there. And I'm a very private person.
You can make a lot of money, come Kim Kardashian. I mean,
Exactly, that's where we're going.
Well, maybe if I was to do a scripted reality show, but like a show that would show my
your life, waking up, and then at the end of the season, you get millions of naira.
I don't think so. We can script it, you know, and act like it's real. And
how is competition in your industry? I mean, like all the other people that act and getting scripts, getting the good movies. How has it been? Because there's always this thing of the new Nollywood, the old Nollywood, those who are in the in group that are getting the clicks. You know, how are you in that clique, or I mean, how has it been maintaining your career?
Yeah, so the clique thing, I think, is something that was actually obtainable before. Now, nobody's really interested in that. Everybody wants a person that can interpret a role adequately. So you find people getting a lot of jobs just because a producer has seen a movie that you were in and they thought you did a fantastic job, and then they want you to come on their set. Yeah, so Nollywood has changed. Not even is changing, has changed. Yeah. So competition, there is a lot of competition. But I mean, if you're good at what you do, then you carve a niche for yourself.
When you say the change, is it because we have more professional producers and directors?
Exactly, and even actors. Yes, there's a lot of professionalism that's in the industry now. Like, people take the craft seriously, and we are changing that perception that people have of actors. I was at an event about 3 weeks ago, and I got talking to this guy who's an artist, and then somehow it came up that I was a doctor, and he said, "You." Yeah, so he didn't say that because of me. He said that because of the perception that people have of actors. So his impression was that, as in, do you understand? Because there's just that impression, but it's changing because there's so many professionals in the industry.
That's good to hear. You don't like those kind of good
I wanted to know about your own production.
Okay.
And what kind of, you know, I talked about how movies should be targeted towards maybe some societal problem. So Omeili, for me, is a major winner. He should have won all the awards because he addressed a major issue.
Yeah, he should have, but did it?
I don't know the people that are watching if I were to give the awards, Sham. So I wanted to know how you use your ability or your open productions to address issues and what kind of issues that you would love to.
Okay, I think that as an entertainer, I have an edge because whatever it is I create or produce, I don't just entertain. I feel like people should walk away from that production and they should have learned something. Because growing up, I watched a lot of movies and I learned a lot of stuff. It would amaze you the things that, you know, like the Americans, things that they just put very subtly into their movies. And I'm like, I learned so much stuff. And I remember even sometimes in secondary school, answering like an exam question, I remember that, oh, I actually heard this in a movie. Like, I heard that diamond is the strongest substance. I heard that in a movie. So a lot of times we watch Nigerian movies and we don't take anything away. Yes. I mean, it might entertain, but you're really not learning anything new. And I think that entertainment is a powerful way. It's a powerful tool to educate in a very subtle manner. And I mean, don't do it like you're preaching, don't do it like to bore people, but you know, entertain them and educate them at the same time.
Well, there's something I want to take you up on because I'm an advocate for Nollywood being actually the champion of our future. And you said something that we need, Nollywood should depict our reality. And I disagree because I feel that Nollywood should actually paint the future we intend our kids to know. So yes, we go through wife battery. Yes, we go through issues of domestic violence. But can Nollywood paint a picture of a happy home that kids can actually aspire? You know what? I can actually be like that. Yes, it's not our reality, but we can actually paint that picture. Do you agree, or do you still feel that, listen, movies should show what we go through today?
No. So what I said actually was that why do people have a problem with the movies that depict our reality?
Right.
So I'm not saying that all our movies should be like that. I'm saying that the few that are like that should be like that. I mean, all the movies can be, you know, Cloud9, happy. I mean, Nigeria is a hard place to live in. There should be some movies that show that.
Because I have a personal question. I realize that we have a new influx of young, really beautiful looking set of artists that are acting. Does that in any way make you feel, one, insecure? Does that put you under pressure to lose weight, look tight, and all those stuff? Have you ever been in that space where you say, am I getting too old, or should I maybe have an accent, or should I do something to better my chances?
Does Nollywood put you under that sort of pressure?
It does. People lose weight.
Okay, so here's the thing. We are in front of the camera, so you have to look good. It's not even about like a new wave of actors or actresses or whatever. The camera already adds 10 pounds. Yeah, you look a lot bigger. When people meet me in real life, one of the first things I hear is,
you're much smaller than
slim. Oh, yeah. You know, that's one of the first things I always hear. So as a result of the fact that you're in front of the camera, you have to look good.
I didn't
you have
think
to watch
it was
what you eat. You didn't think it was
a Nollywood issue. The reason why is that, like in Hollywood, they are fit, they are toned, but we can get away with just being, flabby and don't cover.
No. It's a camera thing. You have to look good because the camera is going to make you look bigger than you are anyway.
Let me take this call from Priya. I'll come back to that. We've not finished. You've not answered the question. Priya, are you there? Thanks for calling.
Okay.
Hello.
Go ahead, please. Hi.
Okay. Yes, Kiki, how are you?
Hi,
You're
good morning.
my favorite actor, you know that.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
And then, well done, dear. And then talking about the having not been
Secure.
I don't know, you were talking about complex. Sorry about what you were talking about before.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you saying that, well, you feel I'm too much for you. Yes, it depends. It boils back to the how you raise that child. My mother was like a half caste. When the minute she gets back to me, they saw me, they said, I don't want this guy to kill. True? You shut my house to kill. They started.
Oh my God,
they were calling me
Nigeria.
ugly. That's
Was
my
so
family
mean.
members. But I'm drumming it into my head. The same way I'm doing to my daughter, my son now. That you are the most beautiful human on this planet.
Yes.
And that's how I grew up. I'm outside. I'm plump. She knows. Kiki knows me. I'm really plump. But the way I carry myself is based on what my mother told me. So we mothers, we have that job.
Fathers,
we
yeah.
have that dad.
Right.
God bless
Thank you so much, Priya.
God bless
I wish
you.
somebody told me that when I was growing up. I
Thank
really did. I really
you.
did. All right, so the talk about asked a very critical question on pressure.
So do you feel under pressure to lose weight, do stuff to
So this young fine girls coming up. All these fine
so
girls.
that's the thing I was trying
Bleach
to say.
your
The
skin.
pressure, no, because I've never ever looked at a light-skinned person and thought to myself, oh, I want to look like that. No, I like being dark. But like I said, losing weight, you have to look good. So you have to watch what you eat, you have to exercise, you can't just, because who wants to be looking like your mama on screen? You don't need all that now. And then I think if anybody is sensible, you know that in this kind of profession, you have a time. Yes, and that's the truth of the matter. You have a time. Regardless of the fact that acting is a profession that you never really retire from, the older you get, the kind of roles that you do will change. And then if you're sensible, you know that. So you can't be,
All right, let me jump in.
I want to talk about production again.
Okay.
I was saying production should be targeted towards something, but Moria was saying, and that's her belief, that we should portray the image of Nigeria would like to see through movies. So maybe the new generation would somehow have a mental picture of what the real Nigeria should be. I completely, not entirely disagree to some extent. The truth is that we have a lot of rot in the society, and the people who are in charge of policy making are not doing the right things to put them there. They rather cover it up. Like the Omeili for me.
Yes.
Do you understand? So I would like to see through your movies.
Okay,
what you do.
So the truth is, many of the movies that I do, because the 2 movies I've produced, I have written, and I've written based on many experiences that I had, working as a health professional, and being frustrated about these things, because like she said, nobody's doing anything about it. So I feel like, okay, I have this platform, like through the movies, if I can project this, and that's what I attempted to do in my new production. It's called Run. I wrote and produced it, was shot this year.
So when is it coming out?
It's coming out first quarter of next year. I don't have a release date yet, but I will keep you guys posted. And I do attempt to highlight a lot of the rot in the society.
Run is about health
and
as
kind of, no, it's entertainment, but putting all this
the
things.
Right, so thank you for coming. Really appreciate you being here.
Thank you so much.
Unfortunately, we couldn't take any tweets.
Yeah,
but,
because
so
of
many
one
of them.
tweet.
Yeah. But,
Kiki, I like your
unfortunately,
style.
we have to,
Are you married?
I'm not married, though. I'm single.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
very
what they're
available.
She's available.
I like
That's all we
sensible
can
people.
say. Have a fabulous day. We'll see you on Monday. Bye-bye.